హైదరాబాద్ హెచ్ఐసిసిలో గ్రీన్ సిమెంటెక్ 2023 వార్షిక సదస్సు ప్రారంభమైంది. 2 రోజుల పాటు జరిగే 19వ ఎడిషన్ గ్రీన్ సిమెంటెక్ 2023ను సిఐఐతో పాటు సిమెంట్ మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరర్స్ అసోసియేషన్ సంయుక్తంగా నిర్వహిస్తున్నాయి. ఈ సదస్సులో సిమెంట్ తయారీ రంగంలో విశేష కృషి చేసిన మై హోమ్ ఇండస్ట్రీస్ ఎగ్జిక్యూటివ్ చైర్మన్ డాక్టర్ జూపల్లి రామేశ్వరరావును ఈ ఏడాది సత్కారానికి ఎంపిక చేశారు. ఇప్పుడు ఆ లైవ్ చూద్దాం.
Accept the felicitation on his behalf. No. It's a gift. This is a certificate.
హైదరాబాద్ హెచ్ఐసిసిలో గ్రీన్ సిమెంటెక్ 2023 వార్షిక సదస్సు ప్రారంభమైంది. 2 రోజుల పాటు జరిగే 19వ ఎడిషన్ గ్రీన్ సిమెంటెక్ 2023ను సిఐఐతో పాటు సిమెంట్ మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరర్స్ అసోసియేషన్ సంయుక్తంగా నిర్వహిస్తున్నాయి. ఈ సదస్సులో సిమెంట్ తయారీ రంగంలో విశేష కృషి చేసిన మై హోమ్ ఇండస్ట్రీస్ ఎగ్జిక్యూటివ్ చైర్మన్ డాక్టర్ జూపల్లి రామేశ్వరరావును ఈ ఏడాది సత్కారానికి ఎంపిక చేశారు. గ్రీన్ సిమెంటెక్ 2023 అవార్డును డాక్టర్ జూపల్లి రామేశ్వరరావు తరపున మై హోమ్ గ్రూప్ వైస్ చైర్మన్ రామురావు, మై హోమ్ ఇండస్ట్రీస్ మహా సిమెంట్ విభాగం టెక్నికల్ డైరెక్టర్ వి నారంగ్ అందుకున్నారు. దేశ సిమెంట్ తయారీ రంగంలో ప్రభావవంతమైన పాత్ర పోషించినందుకు ఈ అవార్డును ప్రకటించినట్లు గ్రీన్ సిమెంటెక్ ప్రతినిధులు తెలిపారు.
So very good evening to all of you again. I'd like to start by firstly congratulating the entire Rao family. We don't have Rameshwar ji with us in person here today because unfortunately he was indisposed. However, Sri Ramu Rao from the family is here to receive the award. So on behalf of CII, on behalf of I would say the entire industry, it is a privilege and honor for us to be able to felicitate Sri Rameshwar ji for all his contributions. Giri already explained some of the things about Mr. Rao. You know, it was, I always knew that he was a homeopathic doctor because I did have the privilege of being treated by him also sparingly during one of our interactions. However, it's quite amazing how from there, the entire entrepreneurship spirit emerged and how he created this massive enterprise, I would say from scratch, which started from the real estate business. And I was just hearing the story as to how, it all started with someone approaching him and saying there is more money to be made in the real estate sector than in homeopathy, and there was a project he took on which yielded great results. In fact, there was someone telling me you're going to Hyderabad and like 1/3 of it is actually owned by the Rao family. So that is on a lighter note. And I had the privilege of going to GBC in the afternoon. So the CII folks were showing me that this is my home construction and this is also my home construction. So I would say, it wasn't completely off, Ramu, in terms of what was shared. Regarding the statue of equality, I would say it's something that everyone is truly proud of. It's something the Honorable Prime Minister had inaugurated, I would say about a year ago. And I never realized, I actually thought it was a government project when I saw it being inaugurated in Delhi, but the passion with which the Statue of Equality was built, which I would say was wherein the family was the sole contributor. It's great to see industrialists doing so much for society as well. And I compliment the family and their efforts in leaving no stone unturned to create such fantastic infrastructure initiatives leading to social change. Their story of growth in the cement industry is also one to reckon with. I believe he entered the cement industry also. There's a story, I think maybe Ramu, you should share that. Because if I share everything, then there'll be lesser to say. But to partner with a company like CRH, typically, you know, as an entrepreneur, you never hear of a 50-50 partnership. It's always about someone getting that 51% share. But to enter into a partnership, which was a 50-50 partnership, to grow the business there, to reach almost a 12 million ton per annum mark and continuously growing, it's quite commendable. And hence he's someone the industry truly looks up to. And there's a lot to learn from. Other than that, I just realized they have also ventured into the media space by acquiring TV9, which is one of the leading network channels in the country today. So, just repeating his saying that success is a journey and not a destination, I think he has truly followed it himself. And again, can we just have a huge round of applause for Mr. Rao? Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May I now request the CI staff to play the acceptance video of Dr. Ramesh Rao, please.
I welcome dignitaries on the dais, Mr. Venkat and Singhania and Mr. Johar and Mr. Raju. At the outset, I would like to thank Confederation of Indian Industry and specifically Godrej Green Business Center, Hyderabad, IGBC teams for their technical support and suggestions. Throughout our growth, both in cement and construction verticals, we enjoyed the support provided during our journey of excellency. We have achieved many milestones together. My heartiest thanks to contribution made by my colleagues in our organization for their hard work and passion in achieving the organization goals. I also thank Indian cement industry, our customers and stakeholders from building community for their support and guidance, and recognizing our contribution towards green built environment. Our vision is develop sustainable solutions that makes living better through manufacturing high quality cement, building materials and constructions of world class living and working spaces, or illuminating the household through green power and enriching the lives through imparting quality education. To name a few, due to continuous improvement, we established state-of-the-art hazardous waste liquid firing system in 2010, first in the country. And we were the first company to start manufacturing composite cement as soon as the standard was introduced. Our initiatives including 75 megawatts captive power generation, 34 megawatts waste heat recovery power generation, 15 megawatts solar and PV power generation in our cement manufacturing units. The company produces all types of low carbon blended cements with the lowest CO2 emission in the respective category of cement. All the cement plants are best in thermal energy and electrical energy performance and use the lowest clinker factor for all types of cements, PPC, PSC, composite cement, and helping the company to achieve the best CO2 performance for each product. We are also in the process of establishing renewable energy assets to achieve our objective of 100% green power for our manufacturing units, our upcoming residential and commercial projects also. and our upcoming residential and commercial projects of 40 million square foot are pre-certified green buildings, LEED or IGBC Platinum. We are in the process of establishing net zero buildings from 2025 onwards. In the years to come, as a part of our sustainable journey, we will focus more on net zero facilities to do our part to save a planet of this earth. I strongly believe the overall sustainable development of a region can happen only if we work collaboratively with the community and all the stakeholders. I wish CAI and Green Cementech all the best in their journey forward. Thank you one and all.
Thank you. That was the acceptance speech by Dr. J. Rameshwar Rao. We have the privilege of Mr. Ramu Rao, Executive Vice Chairman of My Home Constructions Private Limited, and son of Dr. J. Rameshwar Rao with us, who also received the award on his behalf. May I request him for a few remarks, please.
Good evening, everyone. I will keep it short. So it first gives me a great pleasure and a proud moment to accept this award on behalf of my father and chairman, Dr. Rameshwar Garu. I think I also especially thank the CII for facilitating him on today. Thanks to Singhania ji, Raju ji, and also Venkatgiri ji for organizing this. And I think I was just discussing with Singhania ji, the journey. He was mentioning that you need to tell the journey of Dr. Rao because a lot of people doesn't know. So I'll keep it very short, because he came hard way through. When he started, I think he started with a real estate company way back in 1984, construction, that was his main forte. And then 98 is when he backward integrated into cement. And it was actually by accident when he entered the cement industry, because he invested with one of his partners in a cement company, and that company didn't do well. It went bankrupt, and then he had to forcefully acquire the stake, and he thought, then I have to get into the shoes and develop this industry. But he had a very strong belief in those days. 98, 99 cement industry was very bad. It was a recession time, and the company was making losses. But I think he was a visionary where he truly believed in the business and he stuck to it. In fact, he sold all his real estate assets. He took a big risk, and only because of his sheer hard work and belief, he put into the company, cement company, and he expanded in a recession time. That was everybody were like saying, why are you doing this nonsense? Why are you expanding now? You're very comfortable. Why are you losing money? But I think he believed in the business, and purely because of his risk taking. And once he finished the expansion, those days 2002, the cement market boomed, and that's when he caught the cycle. And after that, there was no looking back. And from there, like you said, 0.2 million to 10 million. And in 2008, we partnered with CRH. It was an Irish-based, Dublin-based company, headquartered in Dublin, Irish-based. And with them also, it was a great journey. And that's when I actually entered into the board of the group, when I was actively involved in the business. And it was a phenomenal journey with CRH. As Singhania mentioned, 50-50 is never an option. When a multinational comes in, he either takes a majority. But in this case, I think he saw the professionalism, what we bring in, and what the transparency in the business was. And it was the only one 50-50 JV for CRH across the globe which was successful. And it's been 11 years, and we never had any disagreement so far. And I think I also had the privilege to work with Rajuji, also was part of CRH in those days. So he was from CRH side, doing the technical thing and all. So it was also a big learning journey for us. When we started the business, it was very small and we grew. And with CRH, a lot of competence, global competence came in. And all this, you're talking about this carbon neutral and all this sustainability. So that was a great journey. And last thing I would say before I conclude, because for us, our biggest inspiration is the chairman. And the one thing he taught us, management definition. Because since he's a big visionary leader, I thought I would tell this. He always used to keep telling us, knock the T from management. And once you know that, you're a successful entrepreneur. So knock the T from management. As long as you know to management, you'll be a successful entrepreneur. This is what he taught us, and it's working well. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for very beautifully articulating Dr. J. Rameshwar Rao's philosophy. Thank you very much. May I now request Mr. Raju Goyal for the concluding remarks, please.
Good evening to all. Thanks, Mataji, Ramu sir, and Gri. I think everything has been said about Dr. Rao. I really feel very small when I have been asked to talk about Dr. Rao, but I can tell you my personal experience with him. As Ramu sir mentioned that I was on behalf of CRH, I was in the part of the team of the CR in my home. So 2016 I have been asked to come to my home and take the part of technical role on the CRS side. So I have been asked to meet chairman. So when, coming out of Singapore and knowing this industrialist in India, so I have the one perception when I'm going to the chairman office. So I thought it's like a typical industry.